Bună ziua, dragii mei, și bine v-am găsit la lecția de astăzi de limba engleză pentru examenul PET cu titlul A Question of Sport. Astăzi o să discutăm puțin despre sport, așadar. Vă invităm să dați share pentru ca lecția să ajungă la cât mai mulți copilași. Acum o să vedem pe ecran prima parte a lecției de astăzi. 2 secunde. Ok. Prima parte a lecției de astăzi. Ok? Și vedeți că avem a question of sport. Înainte să intrăm așa puțin în niște vocabular mai dificil puțin, ia spuneți-mi voi mie cum se numesc sporturile pe care le avem aici în imagini. So we have to say and write the names of the sports. Okay? The first one is basketball. Hai să vedem mai departe. What is B? Anasi, what do we have for B? What does picture B show? Anasi, can you hear me? Bun. Poți să repeți, te rog?
Cyclist.
Okay, good. Cycling. Good. C. What is C, Bubu?
Itație.
Aha, și cum spunem asta în engleză? To ride a horse, no? Riding, așadar. Bun, cycling, riding, okay. Have you ever ridden a horse? Ați călătorit vreodată? Yes? Did you like
Yes,
it?
I have.
Recently?
Absolutely. Yes, even recently, yeah.
So, did you like it, kids?
Yes.
Yes, it's probably one of the most special feelings
Yes.
that you
horses
can
are
get.
Wonderful.
Okay, so basketball, okay, and actually it's the only sport that we have here that involves an animal, right? The rest of them only involve objects, different objects. Okay, D, what is...
That she rode a camel. Interesting.
Oh,
camel.
now I... At a circus, okay, a camel, wow. So, picture D, what is picture D, Raresh?
Skiing.
Yes, it is skiing. Good job. Okay. Picture E represents wait, Andrada or anyone there?
Tennis.
Tennis. Good. Okay. Have you ever played tennis, Andrada? No?
I played tennis.
You play tennis. Who? Ryan. And how was it?
Fine.
Fine. Wasn't it difficult? I think it's kind of difficult.
No.
No? Then maybe I'm just not good at tennis. Okay. What is the next sport? Let me see. Yes, Franci?
Volleyball.
Yeah, it's volleyball. Really good. Okay. And then G. What is G?
Something.
Something. It's something, definitely.
Surfing.
Surfing. Yes, but because it also has that thing above, it's called windsurfing.
Windsurfing.
Yes, windsurfing. Vai să scrii surfing. Good. Okay. Just give me one moment. Okay. So, from these, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From these 7 different activities, different sports, which one would you like to do most? Am zis would you pentru că poate nu pe toate le-ați și făcut. So, which one would you like most?
Cycling.
Cycling. Okay. Another one? Another opinion? For example, I think I would prefer riding and then cycling. I think, okay? How about you? Yes, Franci, what is your opinion? Your preference? Yes?
I don't skiing.
You don't like skiing?
I like skiing.
Ah, you like skiing. Okay, so that's your favorite one, skiing? I've never thought of that. That
Yes.
skiing could be, yeah, because you can only do it in the winter, so I thought maybe, but you are right. It's a very interesting sport. And which one of these sports do you think can cause most injuries? Deci, care poate să cauzeze, unde putem să ne lovim cel mai mult? Of course, everywhere if we're not careful, but which is the most dangerous, so to say?
Skiing or cycling?
Cycling.
Riding.
I think, yeah, riding can be dangerous if you fall.
And
It-
cycling.
Cycling can also be dangerous if you have high speed, right? If you're speeding, then it can be dangerous. And riding as well if you fall from the horse. Indeed, okay? I agree with you. These two are probably the most dangerous. Windsurfing, not so much, because if you know how to swim, I mean, the worst you can do is fall into the water, okay? And if you know how to swim, that's not that bad. And for the rest, they basketball, tennis, and volleyball, they involve a ball, so you can get hit by the ball, but it's not that bad. But skiing, now again, if you go with at a high speed, then it's unpleasant if you fall while skiing, right? Okie dokie. So we have established this about these sports. Great. Now, we have to complete the sentences that we have here with some objects, okay? Number 2. I'm talking about number 2. Can I ask, wait, not Andrada, but help me here, because Larissa is all I can think of.
A hen is a kind of a hen.
Okay. Okay. Now I think they want from us what we use for tennis. What is the object that we use to play tennis?
Racket. A racket.
A racket. Yes.
Kind of bat. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Very good. A racket, not rocket, but racket is a kind of bat. Good. Okay. Next one, please, Stefan.
In snowfaring, they use a kind of
So okay, snowfaring is like windsurfing, but on the snow. So they use a board. We call that a board, o placă. Yeah, a board with a sail, care are și triunghiul, okay? For the wind. Good. D for D, Ryan?
In street hockey, they play with a bat and a pole. A pole.
A puck, yes.
A ball.
Okay, so they play with, okay, that bat is called a stick, in the case of hockey, a stick, and a puck. Maybe you've heard of this. A puck. We also called it like this in Romanian, but we don't really play hockey, so, okay. And then the last one, actually, I think all of this, these sports, we haven't mentioned them. Snowfaring, hockey, and now rollerblading. Okay, rollerblading, can you help me? Wait, yeah, Raresh, you're here.
Was it?
Yes.
Rollerblades have for little
What are those? Let's see. For little?
Am uitat cum se zice la roți.
Ai uitat. Wheels.
Wheels.
Că și eu aproape uitasem. Wheel. Wheel înseamnă roată. Apropo de wheel, aveți idee cum se spune la volan? Că e tot legat de wheel? Volanul de la mașină? No. No. Yes, good. Steering wheel. Cred că a zis cineva aici. Steering wheel. Ok? Ok, good. Steer care înseamnă a vira, nu? Deci un fel de roată cu care virăm, da? Volanul. Ok. So, wait a moment. I can leave it there. Perfect. Rollerblades have 4 little wheels in a linie dreaptă. Cum zicem dreaptă? Straight. In a straight line. A zis cineva. Good. Very good. Congrats. So, straight line. 4 little wheels in a straight line. Okay, and so I told you that after we discussed the, let's say, the most used vocabulary about sports, okay, cycling, rollerblading, okay, we're gonna discuss some objects, okay, that are included in the sports. And so far we have learned what? Helmet, nu? Care este casca, a racket, racheta, okay, or a bat, care e bâta de baseball, de exemplu, baseball bat, okay, board, placa, okay, a puck and a stick, and then wheels for rollerblades. Good, perfect. Let's move on. 1.3. Again, we have some new words. I'm gonna ask Bubu to help me with the first one.
I usually go to school on my bike. I like cycling.
So I usually go to school on my bike. Yes, I like yes, but we read that cycling. I like cycling. Very good, Boo Boo. Can you also continue with C, please? Yes, sure.
It's not dangerous because there's a cycle path.
Good. It's not dangerous because there's a cycle path. Cycle path știm ce înseamnă?
Este o pistă de aia de biciclete.
Very good. Pista de biciclete. Okay. Continuing. Andrada?
It's a bit I sometimes walk.
It's a bit...
No,
Poate că nu știm ce înseamnă adjectivul care ne trebuie aici și de aia. Let me help you. It's a bit steep. Steep înseamnă abrupt. So, okay, so when the cycle path gets steep, he or she walks. Atunci când pista devine prea abruptă, nu? Merge pe jos, pe lângă bicicletă, right? Okay. The next one, please, Ștefan.
there often.
Wait a moment. Okay, there's often. Hai să vedem ce. On the path. Probably we're gonna need a yes, good. We're gonna need a season, I was going to say. So in winter, there's often so if there's winter, what can we have on the path from those words? We can have
Ice.
ice, yes. There's often ice on the path. Good. Good job. Good job, okay. Good job, everyone. Let's continue with Anasi. Please.
I don't usually ride over.
I don't usually... we don't really have that word, Anasi. Where do you see ride?
Fall.
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 I don't usually
Fall.
fall over, luckily. Deci de obicei nu cad. Fall over, a cădea. Okay. And let's see Franci.
But it's cold, so I
wear.
Hai să o lăsăm și pe Franci puțin.
wear a big coat and I cover
Good.
my head.
And I cover my head. Good. Okay. But it's cold, so I wear a big coat and I cover my head. That's it. Perfectly right. Okay. Continuing, we can leave this here and go to 1.4. Okay. So now we have some sentences that include activities. Okay. Sport activities. But they have words in the wrong place. And you have to make them right by moving those words into the correct place. Okay? The first one, for example, it says, often I play basketball after school. Right? And the correct sentence would be, I often play basketball after school. Good. Now, please, where is yes, Andrada, but not Andreda, but please tell me your name again. It's not Larissa because I think of Larissa. Raisa, okay.
I often play basketball after school. There are usually lots of people at the swimming pool.
There are usually lots of people at the swimming pool. Very good. So this should be here. Let's take something to show it. There are usually. Okay. Mai aveam vreo variantă pentru această propoziție ca să o facem corectă?
My sister.
Nu. Da, 2 secunde, da. În propoziția pe care tocmai a citit-o, Raisa. Cum mai puteam să o punem usually, da?
There are lots of people at the swimming pool usually.
Nu la final, ci dimpotrivă la început. Usually, there are lots of people at the swimming pool. Yeah. Okidoki. Good. Ștefan?
My sister always is happy at weekends.
Ia să vedem. Cum o mutăm?
My sister is happy always at weekends.
Nu acolo, ci my sister is always happy, nu? I am always
happy.
At weekends. Yes. So if we have the verb to be, then the adverb of frequency, always, never, sometimes, yeah, needs to be after the verb to be. Yeah? Is always happy. Good. Thank you very much. Ryan?
Do your parents sometimes play tennis with you?
Okay, you already, yes, perfect. Do your parents sometimes play tennis with you? Okay.
My parents don't play tennis.
They don't play tennis with you. Okay. Franci?
We got horse riding usually with our friends.
We? Unde le punem în mod normal pe usually? Usually, sometimes.
Usually.
Uite că știe și ea. Good. We usually go horse riding with our friends. That's it. So normally these adverbs of frequency like always, never, sometimes, okay, that I have just mentioned, they say between the subject and the verb, yeah? So after the subject. Good. Anasi?
Our dog usually doesn't like playing games, but he enjoys always football.
Oh, ai două. Hai să vedem.
Our dog doesn't like playing games, but he
Și pe
usually
usually?
enjoys.
Nu că always e acolo la enjoy. Our dog.
Our dog doesn't like.
Acolo. Our dog doesn't...
usually like.
Așa, doesn't usually like, pentru că e negație și atunci după negație, da? Ok. But
But he enjoys always football.
Și aici avem o problemă. Păi, unde am zis? Mai înainte am zis unde punem adverbele astea? După subiect. Yes?
Always.
He always enjoys, sorry, not here. He always enjoys football. Indeed. So these adverbs, they usually stay after, they always stay after the subject. Okay. And if we have negation, after the subject plus the auxiliary verb, nu? Adică our dog doesn't usually like. Okay. And the last one, Raresh, are you here?
Am făcut foame, cum să zic eu.
Dai 2 secunde să vedem. Or Bubu? Are you here?
Când îmi dea bubu, pot să zic eu.
Da, dacă nu răspunde nimeni, da, și după aia o să rog pe Raisa. Haide, Ryan.
My brother never watched sport on television.
Good. My brother never watches sport. Okay, you are correct. I'm glad to see that you did them all right. Okay, now we have an exercise that I think you're gonna like because we have to match the beginning with the end in order to make a story. Okay, so and the first one has been done for us, and I'm gonna ask Raisa to match it.
Peter always has lots of homework. He often makes mistakes.
So he often makes mistakes. Okay, that could be a nice one. Let me grab this. He often makes mistakes. Perfect. Continuing, Stefan.
He usually makes
He usually does. No? Cred?
usually does his homework in the cafe.
Good. Okay. Now about Allison. It's about a girl. Andrada, are you there?
Ellison sometimes helps him.
Yes, Allison sometimes helps him. She never... Anasi?
Never.
She never...
He never makes mistakes.
She never makes mistakes. Okay. And the last one, of course, Raresh. Now you're back. Okay, I can barely hear you, Raresh. Their teacher always knows when Allison helps Peter. Good. And now we have a short story. And I will ask Franci to read it for us, for all of us. Okay? So read it from the beginning to the end. Peter, la la la.
Peter always has lots of homework. He often makes mistakes. He usually does his homework in cafe. Elias
Sometimes.
helps him. She never make mistakes. Their teacher always knows
When?
we aliens help helps.
Peter. Okay, so Peter makes mistakes, Allison helps him, and the teacher always knows when this happens. Okay, now we have a short, normally it should be a writing exercise, but we are not going to write. We are going to just think of some sentences with true information. So, I repeat, true information about yourselves. Okay, starting with this. I always, I often, my teacher usually, my friends and I sometimes, and in my country we never. I will give you 2 minutes to think about what you would say. You may take a few notes if you want. Okay, if you don't want to forget your ideas. And then we will discuss what everyone has thought of. Okay, I will also grab a piece of paper and write, if I can find a pen. Okay.
I often. Dar trebuie să aibă legătură.
Nu trebuie să aibă legătură, dar ce trebuie să fie adevărate despre voi. O informație adevărată despre voi, cu ceva ce faceți mereu, des. Da? Hai că scriu și eu. So, let's take 2 minutes to think.
Eu mă uit la ultima, adică mai care să mă gândesc never.
In my country, ceva ce nu facem în România. Hai să ne gândim. N-ai nicio idee? Lasă că sigur te ajută colegii. 2 secunde, ia să vedem, my friend. Eu mai am încă una. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so let's see. For the first one, I would like you to tell me your answers. My answer, for example, is I always organize my stuff. What's yours?
I always do my homework.
I always do my homework. Someone else? Yes? Yes, Raisa?
I always brush my teeth, brush my face after I wake up.
Okay. What else? Ryan, what is yours?
I always play outside.
I always play outside. Good. Anasi?
I always clean my room.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. So you are organized like me. Okay. Number 2. I said I often use the laptop. Although this happens always, so. Okay. Anasi?
Doamna,
Yes?
am legătură cu a ta, a doua.
Ia să vedem. Care e a ta, Ryan?
I play games.
I often play games on the computer.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's it. Yes, okay. Yes, please. Andrada, Raisa?
I often check my homework.
Okay, I often check my homework. Good. Ștefan?
I often play piano.
Really? You play the piano? Wow, you often play the piano. Wow, okay, congrats. Good. C. My teacher usually, I said, helps me when I need it. How about you? Franci?
Poate să eu?
Hai să lăsăm și pe Franci. Și după? E timp? My teacher usually... Uite că Franci acum n-are inspirație. Yes, Ryan?
My teacher usually give us homework.
Usually gives us homework, okay, because it's a she. So my teacher or he usually gives us homework. Good. Yes, Andrada?
My teacher usually is lovely.
Is usually loving?
Lovely.
Lovely. Ok. My teacher is, da, atenție că dacă punem is, trebuie să-l punem înainte, da? Is usually lovely. Yes, Raisa?
My teacher is usually kind.
Kind. Ok. Ștefan?
My teacher usually on homework.
Usually what?
Homework.
Help. Okay. Gives you homework or helps you with your homework. Good. Now, for my friends and I sometimes, I said go outside. How about you? Franci? Maybe here? My friends and I sometimes?
My friends and I something.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Can you think of an activity? Play or what? Play.
Tennis.
Play tennis. Okay, my friends and I sometimes play tennis. Yes, Anasi?
My friends and I sometimes do our homework together.
Do our homework together. Wow, okay. Ryan?
My friends and I sometimes play games together.
Play games together. Stefan?
My friend, I sometimes play basketball.
Play basketball. Wow, okay. Andrada, do you have any answer there, Raisa?
My friends and I sometimes play together outside.
Play together outside. Okay, so we all discussed playing, going outside. That's good. It means we missed that. And E, the last one. In my country, we never play hockey. Well, not never, but okay. Andrada?
La E.
Yes?
In my country we never play, nu știu ce aș putea să spun.
Hai să vedem ce idee. Yes, Ryan? Ryan are o idee.
In my country, we never hunt tigers.
We never hunt tigers. Okay, that's a nice one. In my country, we never... let me think. What else can we have? An activity, a sport that we don't do here.
Okay.
Yeah, hockey, I said that one. We never, I think we had one here. Let me show you if you remember, which was with the snowfering. In my country, we don't do snowfering. I don't know about that sport here. Yes, Anasi?
In my country, we never eat mice.
Mice. We never eat mice. Oh, exactly. Or bats. Or cats. Whoa. Awful.
On insects.
Or insect. Yeah, we don't actually. Or frogs.
Yes.
We are nice people. We don't eat that animals. Okay. Right. So, kids, how was today's class? What do you think?
Fine.
Fine? Okay. Do you think that it helped you with some vocabulary about sports?
Yes.
Yes, that's great.